psyched about
I'm looking at this Gen G draft atlas and
yeah, stop.
boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a scenario.
And this is something that we saw with Gen G and Summer in particular. And in theory, Fearless should make it better in longer series, but a lot of these players have extremely deep champion pools. I think particularly towards the top side of the map. The only one where I can foresee some issues is Duro, just because he hasn't been playing for that long.
Fans in full voice here today as we look to see where everyone's going. Where are the lanes?
They're different champions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
As we do have the anyway, but if the other teams aren't playing Corki at all, that should also be a signal as Claire, can he live?
Well, it's going to have to dodge out of the way of a few things, as Canyon is just hitting the turret for now. Lands the spear, though. There's the pounce in. Should be able to get the execute as Duro. Going to have to get out of there. The ramping of the turret does come on through as Keen will be going down, and it is an equalized kill on the other side. But Gen G, they grab themselves the first blood, and so theoretically, the Sandals effect is going to give them -1, or it was like a -1 question mark. We didn't even get to watch. We're going to have a look at this dive one more time, the one that we didn't see.
And Keen tries to stay alive for as long as possible. Actually, nice flash, but then followed up well by Kellen.
Yep.
I do think to deny the combo.
You love to see it. As Chovy just looking for a little bit of trade here onto Vikla. Right now, things very, very even as far as the mid lane farm is concerned. And obviously, you know, you feel like Vikla should have some W angles there. As I say that he was holding his own, it's he's let go of it just a little.
We all let ourselves go a little bit sometimes, Atlas. It happens to the best
as Duro going to have to use that Eclipse, manages to taxi his way out, as Ruler finding a bit of damage here, but the six shots are raining down. Yeah, manages to get Conqueror proc, and he's getting some work done. Does have to.
And Duro's roams actually end up costing him pretty significantly. Oh!
The flash forward Ruler! Calculate, that was like 10 HP. So he's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way here, as Raptor will be able to find the grasping roots. So that means that Canyon not going to be able to kill him on that little engage. As Raptor comes around.
Versus a Varus that, by the way, is running teleport. So no defensive summoner. Really, well, you can argue teleport's a defensive summoner, but not in a direct fashion.
There they go! Pulverize, in goes Raptor as well. He hit level 6 as the Stranglethorns comes down. That is going to be the bottom lane dead immediately as Chovy looking to try and get something back. But Kellen, he's still at 100 health. He's happy about that one. No one actually able to get over and finish off the cow.
Used flash. They got nothing out of it. Now, objective is still going to go to Canyon, although Kellen... They're not letting him get away with this one. Oh, can they do it? Yeah, I think Canyon still gets it.
Canyon still gets it.
Unless...
It does get a little bit impatient. Still, no. He's pulled it out far enough. Not enough vision available, and that is going to be the first dragon going over to Gen G. Next one going to be a mountain. As Keen down to 50%. Diablo pretty healthy right now. As Keen throws down the ulti. Not able to get the TP back, which is a little bit unfortunate here, as Keen is doing a bunch of damage, but doesn't have a whole lot of mana, and is just not able to press any buttons. So that's Diablo grabbing his second kill. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's clear. Might be in some trouble here. No TP available. He is Cassante.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to focus down the turret, though, and that could make things difficult. Clear does do a good job getting through the wave, but I think Corruption going to connect, but he eats the CC very nicely. Just not going to be able to stop this turret from falling down as Keen goes forward. Flash out from Clear is pretty nice. Damage has been done, though. Some cool shoes able to be purchased once collect that today, as Keen is just bouncing through dimensions, as good flash to get out of the headbutt. Not going to be caught by his old teammate here as Ruler, as Chains of Corruption going to be eaten by the ulti. Just pops some blight there, but Kellen with the unbreakable will.
With the health bars, no ult on Kellen. So play from Ruler still ended up working out very nicely here.
Yep.
Now, while that summoner isn't available, because I think it's one of the biggest advantages that you are going to be able to get. Right now, it doesn't look like the setup is there just yet. Diablo able to stay away from Keen.
We might have our first sort of honest 5v5 here. As Kellen, Hex flashing out once again. Another Grasping Roots is fantastic. The Stranglethorns comes through as well. The flash out from Canyon will have the Primal Surge to try and keep himself alive. But here comes the flanking Corki. Canyon might be able to make his way out, but the pulve is so sick from Kellen. 2 on the floor once again. It's the bottom lane eviscerated. And B&K win another fight.
Chovy's TP in the mid.
All right, he's angry, but I don't know whether he's going to have enough to offer back here as Raptor looking for that.
What happened to Kellen?
He's angry. Man is angry. Diablo might be dead, but he's not. True Shot Barrage gonna have to be flashed. The turret follows Chovy, and I guess it's calculated. Both of them were on about 40 health at the end.
It's the combo. And if Chovy doesn't flash,
he's dead, 100%.
100% will just die. And Diablo gets the hold on to his.
And Kellen's here again. All right, Dura going to be able to stun him up here is now Keen. That's a lot of damage. Raptor also caught off to the side. Duro somehow surviving, does manage to get the heal from Canyon there as well, I'm pretty sure, as Chovy being hunted down here by Bickler, and Genji cannot get a foothold.
BNK's just not letting them. We witnessed this Genji completely dismantle Humble Life.
But I guarantee right now he has forgotten. Because you don't play this well if you remember how that went. As Genji, they do have a lot of traps set up here around this area. Arakan is what they have on their mind, of course, as the Dragon has just gone down. Denying Soul Point there as well, a big deal as all 5 members of Genji are grouped around here. The flanking Corki.
If they can get the Arakan, I think BFX actually have a shot here. They're playing cleanly. It's only Arakan though.
Yeah, and Chovy's now trying to catch the wave. There's another 2-man knock-up as Ruler gets himself out of the way. Duro very deep in there as Chovy trying to be the hero, but he just pops. Goodbye. It's Raptor that's able to lock that one down. And Duro, he makes his way out. But without Chovy, they're not going to be able to win a fight.
Yeah, it's not enough though. Arakan is such a dangerous objective. They might look for the mid lane turret here, and that's Ruler's flash. Gone. Again, Atlas.
Oh, man. This is pretty awesome.
I like that approach from Genji here, though. Because, again, Genji need to not lose their heads. When it comes to the 1-for-1, I still don't think anyone can match Chovy inside. And, yeah, BNK, like, it's not like they can do anything about this.
But, I mean, they can take it in a turret. Yeah, exactly. Chovy is going to teleport in to try and keep it alive. Solar Flare going to slow them down at least, and Chovy has to ult his way out as the Stranglethorns was just going to kill him. Keen trying to be a hero, but he's still just going to die. Bickler grabs that kill. Clear will get taken out by the hail of arrows, and Genji, if they can keep them interested, they might be able to find a window. These piercing arrows starting to rain through, though. Ruler may have hit some numbers that are going to be able to help them as well. Yep, so Arakan is going to go over to Genji, and despite all of BNK's good work, the 2,000 gold lead, this great rotation into the mid lane. They miss out on the Arakan buff, which will give Genji a whole lot more tempo back. As Chovy very close to just dying here to Raptor's damage. Keen, in fact, just going down to it with the help of Vikla.
Just having a really rough Aurora game there, flashing after the Odo is already wound up as well. But the fact that if Diablo times his ult a bit better and Chovy eats that initial True Shot Barrage and he dies, they cannot do Arakan.
Yeah.
Like we were, and I think Genji with the Arakan buff and how insanely busted it is, plus the fact that they're about to set up for Soul Point, I think this is where they retake control of the game. But I want to be very upfront about this. If that play goes a little bit worse for them, like I think BNK have it in the bag, which is insane, Atlas.
It's nuts. And Diablo is still a gold ahead, right? Headbutt Pulverize on to Chovy, who does have his soul unbound still. We'll be able to head back to it now. Need to call on Canyon to keep him a little bit more healthy. As Clear, the only one to die so far for his team. That's some good tanking right there.
That's the job.
He's now setting up for a dragon that has just spawned here. Chovy, remember, does have that revival up and available, so it looks like Genji might be able to get themselves Soul Point, just utilizing this Arakan buff.
No TPs, though, available for Genji right now. Ruler is the closest. Does mean he can play it with reckless abandon. I would like BNK to try and contest this. We'll see. Kellen is on a flank angle, but I feel like Genji have gotten a lot better at marking him. Not spotted just yet, though. There's no vision behind them.
Let's see whether the cow can make it happen. Canyon moves over, spots him out. Really nicely done. The rest of BNK, though, are in the area. They're looking to try and set up this. Solar Flare is going to connect. They've killed Clear before. They're going to do it again. But can they win the fight? That's the question, as Raptor will be taken out. Chovy finds the jungler and now gets that double knock-up onto Kellen and Vikla. Diablo can take matters into his own hands, though. And that's going to be no dragon for Genji because they're all set back as Ruler teleports in. And I think he's just going to die, ladies and gentlemen. Not able to grab the last hit onto Kellen. And that will be 2.
Vikla, no!
Well, Clear is also going to teleport forward. Let's see whether he can find a bit of an angle. The all-out does come on through onto Duro, who is not able to flash his way out of it. So instead, he's just going to be thrown around like a ragdoll, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the end. I feel like supports are a lot more valuable, though, in this particular game than others. Just because Baron. And so Ruler.
Oh, that's against Zyra, though, in the pits.
Exactly. Keen is teleported over. Let's see what they can do. They're looking for a bit of a turn angle as Clear gets himself the majority of the way out. And a Pulverize this time onto 2. One of them being Keen is certainly a good thing as Duro trying to keep himself alive. And Keen is last hit by the Baron. Now Ruler is trying to get what he can down, but he doesn't have his shield anymore. Canyon's just dead. Vikla is on a mission, but he is going to fall. That Pulverize from Callan. My God, this is his best day of his career.
They're doing it, Atlas! It's actually happening!
All he needed was this young gun 80 carry, and Kellen was going to be unlocked. What is this from this guy?
On the like you know what is even better? I think we're going to get 2.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get the LCK Cup and then one regular season LCK.
Exactly.
Starts.
We may not do one for the LCK Cup because it's a little bit short, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't care. I want to do
it now. We might just do it anyway. As Keen also wants to do it, but I don't know whether he should. As into the backline goes Chovy. It's a decent attempted engage, but they just don't have the damage. They don't have the options, and Chovy is going to go down. Duro is also going to fall. Ruler just doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the damage. And Genji, they're running out of turrets. All right, that one was a nice little snipe, but it just doesn't do very much, right? Like Ruler, yeah, he's got full health and all this sort of stuff, but what's he gonna be able to do to this? The grasping roots will find him, and Raptor's able to lock down the kill as well. The spear is gonna connect, and Keen does manage to finish off Vikla.
20 seconds on Chovy.
Yep, Duro's almost still here. They're just looking to end it. They do not want to give Genji any opportunities, but the pounce forward is gonna be able to take down the cow. Duro diving in. Oh God, okay, Keen actually doing a little bit of work here, but he does fall for it. And it's only Canyon as far as damage is concerned. Diablo going to be able to find him with that Mystic Shot. Only one more necessary, as he's not going to be able to finish him off. So Genji, they live to fight maybe another day.
He does have the Blast Cone.
He's going to Blast Cone his way over. There's an ulti. It's going to collect Diablo. That is going to be the dragon taken as Diablo's still burning. He gets the shield. Is it going to be enough to be able to take him down, though? That's the question. Blast Cone gets Chovy out of there, but Duro not going to be so lucky, and Diablo even able to Arcane Shift forward to try and offer a bit more damage. If they can survive for another 5 minutes, maybe, then there's going to be an option.
Keen ulting there to kill the wave. He's able to do so.
Oh, man. All right, Genji.
I don't know if Genji has the consistent damage. That's the problem. They have a lot of burst, but they're behind, so the burst doesn't feel as high value.
Oh, the ulti going to get Arcane shifted away from as Kellen once again getting to work, but Diablo is the one to fall down. Ruler was the focus, but he's able to pull himself out of there as Keen dashing forward, able to actually free hit here, finds another ulti as Raptor could be in trouble as well. Keen dashes to the other side of the fight, and my God, Ruler's untouched. Snipes down Vikla, and BFX, if you lose this game, it's going to be one of the saddest things ever!
Diablo, no! You would have chosen one!
Oh,
you were supposed to destroy Genji!
The high ground, Diablo! Oh, do we get to go home if they lose? It's too sad! I don't think I can do a game 2. It's ultimates and breaking people's hearts, Chronicler. It happens too many times, or at least twice.
Oh, and then here, the AoE damage is enough, and they need Diablo. They need his damage.
And they're able to grab themselves
Great
the
TP.
Baron.
TP, can they get out?
All right.
Canyon might be dead.
He might just be able to sacrifice himself. We'll
Duro's
see.
going to die as well.
Is going to stop Kellen on the approach.
They're going to try. I know that they're pushing into Baron.
If they can.
Too long. Yeah,
they will be able to get this inhibitor, though. That is definitely good.
Cannon's still up. They have to push. It's now or never.
Yep, one Nexus turret has been taken out. They'd still have one remaining. The wave clear is certainly going to be a thing here from Keen.
The wave is gone.
Yeah, so that turret is going to be very, very tanky, and you can see Clear not able to actually fight that one out. Gets himself a decent shield, but Raptor is also now in trouble. Oh God, the Pulverize from Kellen! Keen gets onto the fountain, and maybe they're still going to be able to do it. Oh, never mind. Duro comes back. Keen gets pulverized once again, but Kellen cannot fight this turret. Oh God, BNK, they could smell it. They knew it. You felt the desperation.
They had to. They had to, Atlas.
Oh,
they had to
God.
try.
An inhibitor here towards the bottom side.
Not like this.
Not like this. Oh, I really do. I feel like Switch on the phone with Cypher, you know. And now we just have to watch
But I don't know if they can do it.
Well, they're fishing.
Oh my God, those
spears. The spears are really starting to hurt. Remember, they have Cloud Soul as well. And so Genji,
he doesn't even have Death Cap yet.
They move relatively fast.
Yeah.
He's even got another slot after that. As King.
Banshees.
Oh, this is a very scary wraparound. Unless Kellen just manages to find him, able to bounce into the other side of the wall, is now Chovy looking for an opportunity. Yeah, you've got an unbreakable will, but I think you are still going to be dead as Raptor goes golden very, very nicely, but the cow is dead. So's the plant lady. Clear's in trouble. Ruler grabs the double kill. I wanted to avoid the rhyme there on purpose, and Genji are going to continue the push. They lose no one. They've come alive here. I mean, 39 minutes to do anything but desperately try to clear waves.
It's just a devil with a dream. I don't know if they can do it, Atlas. The wave, maybe they can clear it.
Ruler, he lands another flash. Oh, this time Vikla does manage to cleanse it with his QSS, but Diablo is left to the wolves. And both Nexus turrets are now going to go down. They dogpile onto Vikla, and they were this close. And so Genji. Sad. Just so sad, man. Vikla did 52,000. It's all about setting up a 1-3-1, and it's all about crushing lanes in the early stages. We know, Galio doesn't mind a melee matchup, but Silas is also very happy, as you could understand. And I think wanting to give them as much energy as possible, as that's a crash down that gets a lot of value. We do have some chains landing onto Kellen, as already he's having to get himself out of there. Big taunt from Vikla as Raptor's able to flash over the wall, but that is going to be a trade of an Ignite for 2 flashes here out of BNK. Strovie once again just going to get taunted up here a little bit.
Top side of the map, Canyon.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Duro rather, actually on a big roam in position here. Clear does have flash.
Let's see whether they can lock something down here, as Clear in a lot of trouble. Crashdown's perfect, and yeah, Clear nowhere to go. Is going to use the flash to make sure that he gets Keens out, but that is still just going to be first blood going over to Genji. As, wow, Trivia went super far into the sky there. That was very cute. But otherwise
1-0 now here. As Canyon, oh God. Clear, I think, knows.
Yeah, Duro,
did he know?
If at first you succeed, still try again, because it was fun the first time. And Clear now doesn't have flash. But he is going to be able to get himself out. But doesn't have teleport, doesn't have a way of really doing too much here.
They did not have a lot of vision, I think, in the river, so if you flash and they hard commit, you might be in some serious trouble. As Vikla is
gonna have to flash.
Now gonna have to flash. Keen might be in some trouble here. Does have his ult available, and Raptor is only level 5, so we'll see if Keen can outplay this.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty. He's got a fair few dashes, does he not? Yeah, he in fact does.
Mbessa, yeah, I kind of figured. If you have ult as Raptor,
really, like, there's nothing to write home about yet about how this game is going. As all right, it's a little bit of an abyssal voyage there, or an abyssal dive, as it's known now.
Raptor actually showing his position. I'm pretty sure that he started ordering the ward.
Oh, and he's definitely showing his position now.
Yeah, but because the ward was, he might have a suspicion. We'll see. He does have his flash and ult available.
He definitely did have a suspicion, but I just don't know whether it's really going to equalize onto anything here, as the double drop from the sky here from these Gallios is pretty powerful, as Diablo might start to get excited. They do manage to take down Trophy, but it's a double for Canyon as well. Now Diablo looking for the triple as Ruler's coming over. There's the bullet time as Kellen eats the Grey Health, but it's not enough, and it's a triple actually in the end for this Xin Zhao. 2 kills going onto the Jinx. Certainly good news here for BNK. Could have been better for them, though.
To that Canyon, oh boy, this looks like a good timing, and I don't think anyone can help Vic. Like, does a flash.
He is going to taunt both of them, and he's just able to walk it off.
Unfazed. Good for him. But this is also opting into a fight, and Duro is making his way over. BNK, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I think BNK know that this is not a fight they really want to be taking at this stage of the game. Genji all grouped up. Ruler pretty close to the front line here as they are going to engage onto Canyon. Tries to get out. He's able to utilize the ultimate, and I think he might even survive, but he's out of this fight for now. Raptor's out of there as well. The bullet time kind of decent as in goes Chovy. Kellen burning down, has some gray health and has a heroic entrance of his own. Is clear. He's going to get engaged on by Canyon from the grave. And the flash forward from Ruler, looking up for some double ups, and they'll just take out all of them. Oh God, the health bars were so incredibly low, and Genji able to, in the end, finish to have that level of expectation. And we saw it here. Was obviously a real tough one. Wind becomes lightning, Vikla becomes dead. Chovy's going to be able to grab that kill. This combination
CC well. Did you have available double conquer as well? Was clear.
Yeah, this is a public execution if ever I've seen one. The Make It Rain comes on down. Ruler says, I'm not going to waste my time.
There's no pen opportunity. Why would he care?
Yeah, exactly. It's only one person. So Keen is going to be able to pick up that kill. Maybe he told Ruler, he's like, no, man. I put in all the work here. Let me get my kill. About it, really, to be honest.
No.
All right. Well, it was a fun narrative in my head. As the chains are going to connect here from Chovy, who does have Devour.
Can't devour himself.
But may not have a life. So he is going to be able to Kingslayer and try to escape. The Winds of War will chase him down. Close to 500 gold there for Vikla, as now Canyon could be in trouble as the Cyclone comes down.
He's just so big, man. Canyon, it's hard to get on top of him. Need to be careful about the Keen TP as well. Go down.
That's all right. Diablo is going to get crashed into.
Yeah. Ghost!
Does have the heroic entrance there as well. Diablo going to get thrown out though. You mentioned the Ghost. He's going to be able to use that and gets excited to take down the Xin Zhao. They're going to grab the horse pants lady as well. And Ruler, I don't think he's going to be able to kill all four of them, although he's given it a good old crack. There it goes. 508 gold over to Raptor. And Keen and Clear were just being top laners in the meantime. And Chovy's like, sorry guys, I probably should be able to collect that without too much of a hindrance here.
Playing for third item here. If they get that opportunity.
Ruler just kind of walks at them, presses the R button. Not entirely sure about it, but Diablo is in a little bit of trouble. Kellen holding onto his position as the Super Mega Death Rocket just flies wide. A lot of health bars invested into this moment is now Clear coming on through. Public execution just going to go wide as Chovy is going to land the chains and Raptor will go down. There is also Clear falling to the floor and it's a double for Chovy. And before the fight even really had an opportunity to take off for BNK, they just lose the entire top side of the map.
Too many
around angle. This next minion wave is piling on in. We're going to get the zoom in. There it is. Oh, he just messes it up completely. But they take down Kellen. So I guess it's totally fine. They don't get the target that they're looking for as Canyon is just soloing. What? Okay, Artican is just, will be down eventually, I guess. Bar is kind of ridiculous. Level ahead at the moment. At the same time, the Xin Zhao is very, very strong. I reckon, yeah, Canyon and Ono, our certified Xin Zhao players at this point in time, looking very, very strong. I think Peanut also having a pretty good game earlier on today. As Genji, remember they have Artican, so they can't die. They can certainly still kill structures though. So if in this next fight, anyone on BNK does go down, there's nothing but a trade up. Got Clear going for a bit of a split push. He has had a rough day. His public execution is a little bit private. Genji will be taking down this.
Having that Keen is together with Chovy, one of the best players we have in the LCK for this. This is the Hail Mary Atlas. No Infinity Edge done. Can Diablo and his crew make it happen?
We'll see whether we can get this heroic entrance into a good position from Vikla as Duro just trying to keep him busy as best he can. Crashes out of there. The rest of Genji ebbing around.
It's a good amount of damage.
Yeah, Ruler staying back onto this Baron here as well. As, all right, there's the Cyclone engage. Ruler flashes dead, and he's dead to start this one off, but Diablo is also in trouble. Another heroic entrance comes down this one, courtesy of Genji.
He's alive!
Oh, okay, that's Canyon going through as Chovy will be able to find the Jinx in the backline. He's still at full health. Oh God, can they stop this guy from just destroying all of them?
No, they cannot, Atlas!
Kellen can't move away. He's just not able to, as he does actually use the Abyssal Dive to get himself out of there.
How did he? How did that not get cancelled? On Ruler, but no flash on Raptor as well.
Chovy has Devour picked up here as well as he dashes forward, doesn't find the chains. Okay, that is a decent escape as we can see. But B&K,
Diablo must have the...
they're very healthy. There's an opportunity here. Never mind. Raptor is going to get turned on. Warrior Trickster not going to quite buy him the time that he was looking for. As Magnus Storm onto 3. That's the engage that Genji were looking for. Diablo thrown around like a rag doll. And without that damage, they are all on the floor. Keen should be the one calling for a Penta, though. As you can see, chasing after Vikla. Clear going to be kept busy as Ruler. Not gonna, but still Genji are not going to allow this game to go on for any longer. A 2-0 in the end for this Genji squad. But we will all remember, those of us who watched will remember doing as much as he did. Actually kind of incredible. Having back-to-back really big games. Remember, he did 55.
We're not scientists.
It's going to be Chovy. If in doubt, vote for Chovy, is I guess.
Thank you very much, guys. This is here for the POM interview translation, joined by Chovy on the side of Genji. How do you feel with the 2 wins so far, Chovy? Feels good. I think it's early on, but securing early wins is actually just really important, and I'm happy about it.
1세트 게임이 진짜 불리했습니다.
And in
끝날
game 수도
1,
있던
상황이기도 했는데
it was extremely unfavorable for you guys. So
좀 게임이 힘들긴 했어요. 상대
did
워낙
everyone
팔이
have
길기도
faith
하고
in
들어왔을
making
때
a comeback? How did it go? I think it's because the enemy had such long range champions, and every time we lost in the team fights, honestly, it was more and more difficult, but everyone did have faith, and we believed that we still could
좀 솔직히 역전하기 힘들긴
win.
했는데 그래도 뭐
Coming back was honestly really hard, but whenever we were able to catch the Ezreal and Zyra without a flash, it was actually that step-by-step process that made us successfully pull a huge turnaround. And we heard Keen say, that was so hard, and that's just how difficult that game was. So what gave you so much trouble? I think it was just the early game that didn't go as well, that just kind of ended up snowballing pretty hard, and I think the draft was basically what actually ended up making the game even harder in the end. And game 1, or game 2, the enemy Jinx had some intimidating scaling along with her Tahm Kench acting like a bodyguard. So what kind of teamfight angle were you looking for? So based on the enemy comp, they were just trying to peel for Jinx. And so that's why we tried to sort of separate them without trying to always fight as a 5v5. So I think before every team fight we were just communicating really well about all these key points that would allow us to win the team fight. And we expected it, but this was the first Sylas appearance in the LCK Cup. So what's so good about him in the current meta? I think current meta, the most crucial part is the team fights and trading. So I think Sylas is something that allows us to pull like a turnaround a lot.
또 돌아온 룰러 선수와의 합도 아주 화제입니다. 굉장히 좋더라고요.
Your chemistry with Ruler has been amazing. So how's playing with him? You know, Ruler is really good at looking into those aggressive angles. And honestly, Ruler told us that
룰러 선수에게 오늘 고생했다고 한마디 해주시죠.
as long as he goes in and we follow up and follow through with him, that we could actually win. And we noticed, you know, he flashed in and we followed him and we won.
벌써 7승 고지를 달성을 했습니다. 앞으로
So
이제
Group
6승만
Elder
더
has
하면
secured
승자가
7 wins
되는
so
건데요.
far, and that
남은
means only
장로그룹
6
팀에게
wins
또
left to
한마디
secure winners
부탁드리겠습니다.
group. So please encourage your fellow Group Elder teams.
팀들이 뭐 워낙 이제 많이 이겨놔서
For the rest of the Group Elder teams, they already have secured so many wins, but you know, let's keep it up. Let's keep winning.
선수와 인터뷰 나눠봤습니다. 승리 다시 한번 축하드립니다.
And that's the end of the interview with Chovy. And back to the
네,
space.
이어서 분석
Thank
테스트
you.
만나보겠습니다.